What's up, guys? This is Suplexus and
Pile Driver.
And today we're predicting Wrestlemania 35's match card in New York City.
Yeah, I think it's actually New Jersey, but they'll call it New York.
No, it's New York.
I think the Met Stadium is in New Jersey. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. We'll have to look on a map.
But anyways, let's get to the predictions.
It's going to be a long WrestleMania.
Yep. I don't know if I can stay through it.
It's going to need a lot of coffee breaks, which means there's going to be a lot of bathroom breaks. But I feel like
Or Coke for me.
Yeah, some of this card might require breaking anyways.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start with the pre-show. So the Battle Royals have been announced to be on the pre-show so far.
Not surprised.
Not surprised, no. Although, it is a bit surprising that the men's Battle Royal is on the pre-show, considering they've been hyping up the Saturday Night Live guys coming on it.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, I guess maybe having them on there, and since the pre-show is free, it's just their way of trying to get people into the WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So I counted the entrants for the Battle Royals, and there's official entrants. There might be more than what they've posted so far, or what I can find. There's 18 for the men, and there's 13 for the women. And unlike a Royal Rumble, there's no magic number of how many people they're gonna have in here. So
yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna throw in some more of the NXT women into the women's Battle Royal, or what they're gonna do. 18 is quite a bit for the men. There's quite a bit of people in the ring at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna run down the names of the men in the Andre the Giant Battle Memorial Battle Royal. My bad. We got Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
Michael Shea and Colin Just from Saturday Night Live. And while I'm reading these names, I want you to hear how many names have two names and how many wrestlers have had their name shortened down to just one. Because recently Mustafa Ali has been turned into just Ali, and Andre Cien Alma, was that?
Andrade
Cien Alma. See, I'm messing up the name already.
No.
His name got shortened down.
Alexander Rusev.
When I read the names, most of the wrestlers have two names, so I still can't wrap my head around why they would do this unless he wanted to do it. But because Mustafa was a pretty cool name, and it's not like people had a hard time pronouncing it or something, it was too foreign.
Like the Queen song.
Yeah, Mustafa. Okay, we won't go there. All right, but so we got Braun Strowman, the Saturday Night Live guys, Michael and Colin, Andrade, Apollo Crews, Titus O'Neil, Tyler Breeze, Jinder Mahal, No Way Jose, which is 3 names, Bobby Roode, Chad Gable, the Lucha House Party, which is 3 people. Did I count them as 3 when I added? We might be at 20 because I think I counted them as 1, so I think there's 20 people in total. Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel, Heath Slater, Rhino, Victor and Connor, The Ascension, Ali, just Ali, Sheldon Benjamin, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, Otis, Tucker, and EC3.
Tucker? Wait, isn't it Tucker Knight?
Yeah, they only had the name Tucker on there when I read it, and I copied it down off the website. So maybe he gets 2 names, but
it's on your website.
Okay, that's a long list. And I'm gonna guess that you're going for the Lucha House Party. What a better way to start off WrestleMania.
Grand Metalik. Obviously not.
Okay. Who is your pick and why? Or maybe you want to do 3 picks and then your top one out of the 3.
Okay.
So what are your possible picks?
My possible pick. This is kind of stating the obvious. It's gonna be Braun. Braun's probably gonna win. But I'll throw 2 other ones in anyways. I'm gonna throw in Lars Sullivan. Returns. And who else?
I don't know, they're your predictions.
I'll go with EC3.
Okay. Why not? Okay. That's interesting because I do not think that Braun Strowman is gonna win. And I think there'll just be some sort of Saturday Night Live shenanigans. They trick him to get out of the ring, or I don't know, something that's gonna happen. He doesn't need the win. He doesn't need to win the honor. He's won. He won the one that they had overseas. He's last year he won the tag belts and then he gave them up. afterwards
Money in the
because
Bank.
Nicholas had to go to school. Like, yeah, Money in the Bank. Like, he's won enough stuff. I don't think him winning this is gonna help him at all.
But we're thinking about WWE. You gotta also take into.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't think he's gonna win. So my picks, I picked 3, and I'm thinking more of 3 people who could use this win as some sort of push forward. Andrade, and it feels like they were pushing Andrade because he had all those matches with Rey Mysterio that were really good. They just haven't done anything with him recently. Some of the storylines are really good going in, and then they kind of drop them because they had to focus on other things for WrestleMania. So I think if it wasn't a WrestleMania match, it's recently being dropped, but it could easily get picked up again. So Andrade is one pick. Ali is another pick. They were pushing him. Rumors are that they wanted him fighting Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania this year. So maybe this is their, now that he's better. Or at Fastlane. So maybe this is his, replacement to give him his push. And EC3, just because you got to feel sad for the guy. Like, in all of the backstage segments, I haven't seen his mirror. I think they took his mirror away. I think Mojo Rawley stole his mirror, actually.
Mojo Rawley.
What is up with correcting me today? Can I just say the names wrong?
No.
Okay, all right.
Maybe
that's why they make it just one name.
YouTube's gonna correct you anyways.
Yeah,
so.
Okay, well, you read the comments, not me, so it's all good.
Yeah.
But those are my 3 picks. So those are the ones that I think could use the push. And out of the 3, the one that I think is going to win is Ali. They were pushing him hard. He got injured. And then they shortened his name when he came back. It's kind of nice when a former cruiserweight wins the Andre the Giant Memorial, right?
Yeah.
They kind of been doing like the big guy thing, right? So now who's not on this list? We don't see Mojo. We don't see Zack Ryder and his partner who keeps losing, Kurt
Hawkins.
Yeah.
We don't see Kevin Owens.
Yeah, we don't see Kevin Owens.
That's a big one.
Yeah. So, and Sammy's apparently training now, so like he's better, so he could easily they could make his return. But like having your big return on the Andre the Giant Memorial on the pre-show is not a big return.
Hey, they did it with Bray Wyatt.
They did do it with Bray Wyatt, and then he disappeared again. And Bray Wyatt is fine too now, right? So they already have 20 people in this ring, so I don't know how many more they're going to throw in this match. But so going with the names that were given, I'm saying Ali.
Okay, fair enough.
Women's Battle Royal. Would you like me to read all these names now?
Okay.
13 women are scheduled to be in the Women's Battle Royal. Again, they can bring up some NXT and add them to it. They can add some, some like retired women, bring them back. But it's a pre-show. I don't think they're going to make a big deal out of that. It's not like the Royal Rumble or anything. So we got Asuka, Carmella, Naomi, Lana, Mandy Rose, who gets 2 names, Sonya Deville, who gets 2 names, Nikki Cross, also 2 names, Dana Brooke, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, Mickie James, Zelina Vega. How many people with 2 names are there that they have to keep shrinking names? Anyways,
a lot.
Obviously, I don't know how that goes. All right, can I do my prediction first this time?
Yes.
So for this match, I have 2 picks, and then I'll pick the winner out of the 2, but I have 2. Now, again, I'm going with the who needs the boost. I would love it to be Asuka, but I don't think it's going to be Asuka because they just took the belt off of Asuka. And Asuka didn't really seem to care. Like, she's just happy to be there kind of thing. So I don't think that she's being complaining and they're going to give her the win because of that. I don't think they're going to give the fans their happiness somewhere else. So I don't think it's going to be Asuka. I think it's going to be Mandy Rose because I feel like she's been getting a huge push. Or Nikki Cross, because she's the one who's come up, who I think is so much fun to watch in the ring, just with her craziness, that I think it would be a good push for her. I would love to see it end with the Riot Squad and Nikki Cross and just crazy versus Riot. I don't know.
Or the Joint.
Yeah, but I think out of those ones, my pick, I think it's going to be Mandy Rose.
That's sad.
Well, it's WrestleMania.
Okay.
Keep your expectations low.
Yep. We found that out with Brock and Roman last year.
Yes, we did.
Okay. My predictions. First, I have Asuka. I know what you just said. I heard all of it,
I'm just glad to know you're listening.
but I just, I just feel like Asuka still needs this. If she doesn't win, it's gonna be back where she was the last year after WrestleMania.
Don't get me wrong. I would love it if she would win. I just don't see them. Like, if they wanted to give Asuka something, they would have just let her keep the belt and give her an actual match. But, okay.
And 2 more.
Well, I only picked 2, but you can pick 3 if you want.
I was gonna say Nia Jax, but she's in the tag match.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll go with Ember Moon.
She's not on the list. Where is Ember Moon? Good question. Is she injured? I don't know. But she's not on the official list of... But maybe she'll make a surprise. You know, if she's added... I would add her to my list as a possible winner if they threw. You know, maybe they want to mess up all of us doing predictions online and throw people in last minute. Who happened to win?
Okay, so that's not even my surprise one.
Okay.
I'm really positive that Asuka is gonna win. So I'm just gonna throw this out there because if I see her in it, I'm gonna change my mind.
Okay.
Shayna Baszler.
Okay. Yeah. I don't see them doing that, but yeah. I think if they throw someone else in there, if it's not a nostalgia thing, like it's a retired wrestler coming back or something, then I think it could possibly be a winner.
Oh no, what if Tori Wilson wins?
No, let's not make her so sad. Okay, so shenanigans wise, in the men's, I think it's gonna be the Braun Strowman and the Saturday Night Live people. I think shenanigans wise in the women's battle royal, it's definitely going to be Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose, and I think they might use it as a platform. Like, who knows? Maybe Mandy wins. Maybe her and Sonya are the 2 left, and she throws Sonya out. Maybe there's some sort of shenanigans, and it happened already at the Royal Rumble.
You mean Fastlane?
No, well, at Fastlane it happened, but it happened at the Royal Rumble. Didn't she throw?
Oh yeah.
Right. And so they've already done it. So maybe they're just gonna keep doing, and then Fastlane they had some shenanigans, and then they had some on like SmackDown, yeah, right? They're on SmackDown.
And then a blow off at Money in the Bank or Saudi show, depending on how nice they're, or if it even happens.
I want them to like stretch it out a little bit longer and just like increase the level of shenanigans, because like we just see like hints of it, so we make the prediction, but like I want it to be like a blow up, or I don't think they could do it, but the Festival of Friendship was the best backstab. So something along those lines would be awesome.
Of all time, the best backstab?
Ooh, of all time. Oh.
Because I could throw another Jericho one.
Okay.
You want to hear it?
I said okay.
Jericho throwing Shawn Michaels. Not because of the breakup, but because of the insane matches they had for like the next part of the year.
Well, now that you've said Shawn Michaels, like the one that's making me angry is the Montreal Screwjob. So perhaps that will be the ultimate backstab, because everyone didn't know that the backstab was going to happen.
But you know, Kevin Owens and Jericho, they still never had a conclusion. It ended with Jericho making Kevin lose the US title to AJ in that triple threat. And then nothing happened. Please come
It was
back.
just like, wow, it was so well planned. I really enjoyed that. Okay, we're going off topic. All right, so the other match that is supposed to be on the pre-show, I believe, from what I've seen, is the Cruiserweight Championship. And, you know, this will be the best pre-show match for sure.
Okay, I know you don't watch 205 Live, so I'm going to say my prediction because I'm going to mention something that happened.
Is that a gift to me so I can steal it?
So that you can take it into consideration.
I love it. Go ahead.
So, I just watched the promo. So, Tony Nese and Buddy Murphy had a brawl. And then Tony Nese said, you know, a lot of guys don't think I'm going to win. And I'm not that flashy underdog. I'm just a guy who's been working my bleep off. So, I'm going to I'm gonna throw it out there and say he's gonna win because I feel like because of that he's gonna.
You know, I had Tony Nese as my pick, anyways.
Actually,
Yeah. I just feel like Buddy Murphy's had the championship for a while, and what better place to have the championship change hands? And when a championship changes hands on a pre-show, I think that it's the way to entice people to watch, to order the network or the rest of the show to see what else, like what other titles are gonna, like it's already happening. There's already titles, and it creates a bit of excitement. And I think that's a good way to do it on the pre-show. The pre-show, remember, the goal of the pre-show is to get people in the seats in the stadium because it's hard to get that many people into their seats. And then also to get people at home to order the network or whatever service provider they have to get to order the actual show.
yeah.
That's where the money is.
Yeah. So Tony Nese
Yes.
will win the title, not by DQ, not by countout. And now we gotta start saying that to be more specific.
Okay. Well, how about we just like if we think it's a DQ finish, we'll specify that. Otherwise, we'll say that it's a tap or a submit.
Very unlikely they'd have a DQ finish at Mania for a title.
Yeah, probably not. Okay, okay, now we'll just go through a list where we don't have it in any specific order of what we think is going to happen. This is just the way that we found the information online. All right, so next we got Bobby Lashley versus Finn Balor.
The Demon.
The Demon, and I'm sticking out my tongue because apparently that's what the Demon does. Who do you have and why?
I have Finn Balor because if Finn didn't decide to bring it out for Brock, and if you remember, my prediction was he brings it out with Brock, he takes the title. He's gonna win. Because normal Finn, I feel like, could beat Lashley without Leo Rush's help. So, why would Demon Finn not be able to beat, like, pretty much both of them by pinning Lashley?
So when Finn was on NXT, every single one of their takeovers, and they don't have a lot of, like, they have, what, 4 or 5 a year?
5, usually. Money in the Bank.
I think when he was there, they only had 4, though. I think the big 4 were when they had.
No, they had, like, the difference was, like, the one that wasn't in the big 4, that used to be, like, standalone, like, no pay-per-view weekend.
Okay. So just then. Okay, so when they had him in NXT and they had their pay-per-views, because they were only 5, every time he was the Demon. So there was no reason as to why is the Demon here. We just knew it's a pay-per-view, the Demon's coming. It didn't happen on the regular show. It only happened on the pay-per-view. So there was like a reason.
Yeah.
Now that he's like on WWE, the Demon, you don't know when he's gonna come, which is fine, but like there needs to be a trigger or a reason why Finn brings out the Demon. So I think they needed to build the Demon coming out a little bit bigger. I think Vince McMahon is probably like, oh, Finn, yeah, let's bring out the Demon. That'll be great. WrestleMania, we should have the Demon. Like, and I obviously don't do a good impression of him, but it makes my throat hurt.
You're fired!
Yeah, it makes my throat hurt too much to do it properly. But I think that if they did build it up somehow, like Bobby Lashley should have been beating Finn up backstage before his match with someone else, right? Finn, like they're calling Finn's name, his music's playing, where's Finn? Oh, camera's backstage, Bobby Lashley beat him up. Like anger Finn to the point where he's like, that's it. You've released the Demon. The Demon's coming. Like substance.
Yeah.
They lack substance. And time-wise, that would not have taken a lot of time. They could have taken out a few of those matches where he had his little buddy there helping him out. Bobby Lashley had, what's his name, Leo Rush, and they could have done it. So I'm disappointed. So this is just me airing my grievances. I'm a little disappointed, and I'm happy the Demon's coming because I miss the Demon, but I am unhappy in the way that they build the Demon and the way that I want the Demon to be something like Undertaker had his streak, and every time it was WrestleMania, we look forward to the Undertaker's fight? Like, is the streak going to get broken? We knew there would be a huge entrance every time with the Undertaker.
And-
Not like after like it was like he had like 12 wins or whatever it was.
Especially with we watched these matches, especially with Orton, Edge, Batista, not Mark Henry.
Yeah. So it would be nice. And then the Demon would be something a bit more like the Demon is special. It's kind of neat. I can't wait to see what the face paint is, but just like meaning. That being said, like Finn Balor's going to win the championship.
Yeah. So here's another thing I'm gonna throw in. So you're saying how you want the Demon to get built up. I'd say either do that or do what they did with Corbin. Just have him come out and shock everybody like at SummerSlam.
Or a surprise Demon attack. Like,
yeah. But that kind of made sense because Corbin was like, oh, I'm the constable, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. They did a good job with the Bray Wyatt feud when the Demon was brought out, because then it was like, and then Bray Wyatt was like, oh, I want to fight Finn, not the Demon, and then it got kind of weird. Like they should have just kept it like he asked for the Demon and he wanted to fight the Demon.
2 pay-per-views feud instead of 4.
Yeah, and maybe Bobby could have said, you know, I don't want to fight Finn. I want to fight the Demon. I'm not afraid of demons. I want to fight the, you know, like maybe he could have called him out and be like, there's just many things they could have done something. They did nothing. Instead, they had Finn dressed in his paint and is singing his thing. Like, okay. All right, next on our list, we got Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. We're going to count to 3 and we're going to say who we think's going to win. 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns. Okay, so obviously we both agree, and like he came back from his leukemia fight victorious, and why is he not going to walk away from a fight with Drew McIntyre victorious at WrestleMania? Like, come on, this is Vince's guy.
Okay, he beat the Undertaker.
Yeah.
He beat Triple H.
Yeah.
He beat. Oh, he lost the other matches.
Okay, well, let's just say.
Well, they
he
were
beat cancer.
They're to Brock Lesnar or cashing in Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar. So the only guy that could beat him is a steak eating, raw skipping, trailblazing, nothing grazing Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. So like Roman's definitely winning. Now since this match, like nothing's really at stake nothing's really at stake on this match.
Well, his legacy is at stake.
So like if anything was to happen and there wasn't a clean finish, I would say that Dean Ambrose decided to re-sign with WWE and stay, and he comes in to take a piece of Drew himself because he's angry.
Yeah.
But, you know, is that going to happen after the match, during the match? Like, I don't know. Right. But I'm just throwing, like, if anything, otherwise you're just going to have a straight up match. And I hope it's a good one. Okay, next we got AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. Ooh, I'm really curious to hear what you have to say about this match.
Okay, Styles and Orton. I'm excited for this match. The build-up has not been good. Well, the only good thing was that one part at Fastlane where AJ Phenomenal formed him out of nowhere. So, in this match, I know Randy got the upper hand. I know WWE logic states the heel won't win if he gets the upper hand, except for Brock Lesnar. But, I feel like Orton's gonna win. And since they did the Phenomenal RKO on Raw, that's what I call it, I think he's gonna do a crazy one nobody expects, like the curb stomp. Nobody expected a curb stomp into an RKO. So like maybe a Styles Clash into an RKO, I don't know.
You know what I want to see?
What?
I want to see AJ Styles have an RKO on Randy Orton out of nowhere and then pin him and win. Take that one move, boy. The only move that matters because it's so devastating. Well, now AJ has stolen it because he has a bazillion moves.
Okay.
I just like that's just my little.
Here's one more thing. You know his deadliest move is the RKO. I'm putting quotations. That's not
air quotes for those of you who can't see it.
That's not his deadliest. It's the punt kick. I know it's banned. I know all of that stuff happened. But if he could bust it out, because AJ's a good wrestler, he doesn't get injured. And he won't get injured. So, it'd be awesome. I'm picking Orton.
You're picking Orton. Well, I'm picking AJ. I think AJ's gonna win it. I don't know. There's no real reason why. I just want AJ to win, and the story, like they've built the storyline. You know, they've kind of like said the same thing over and over again, and I don't know if a win's really gonna help Randy Orton. Like AJ Styles, he's a phenomenal one. He had that belt for so long. Moving forward, they just like Randy Orton's like a divider and a binder. You can just put him wherever you want. It doesn't really matter. Wherever he is in that binder, you can see him. He's Randy Orton.
Yeah.
AJ Styles could use a win for them to help him move forward to another big feud, to have those big matches that we love to watch AJ have, because he is like a fantastic wrestler to watch working in the ring. Like they can pretty much put him against anyone and he's going to have a great match. Like this, I think, is going to be a great match. And it's not because of Randy Orton.
Okay, AJ's the star. I'll agree with you on that.
And so I think he's going to get the win. I think Vince likes him enough too. And I think Randy Orton's willing to let AJ take this win. I don't know. And, you know, a little punishment for the way Randy Orton treated Kofi Kingston back in the day, 11 years ago. Okay, so next we got the women's tag championship match. Bayley and Sasha Banks, the current champions, versus Beth Phoenix and Natalya. Do they have a team name? I think they did, but I can't remember what it is. So.
I called them the Phoenix Hurts.
Okay. And the Iconics, Nia
Samoan
Jackson
Slaughterhouse.
and Tamina, Nia Jackson, Tamina, Samoan Slaughterhouse. It's just all of a sudden I like.
Vince loves alliterations. Iconics.
Mm-hmm.
Boss and Hug Connection. That's not one.
No. Okay. So, shall I go first?
Yeah.
So I'm a little torn. Like, I don't think Nia Jackson and Tamina are gonna win. I don't think the Iconics are gonna win. So I'm like, Bayley and Sasha retain, or Beth Phoenix and Natalya win. So before they had like the women's match, that winner takes all, and there was a chance, like, because at first when they didn't officially announce it, there was a chance that that Charlotte could be the champion and Becky could be the champion, and then my brain was going like where a lot of people's brains have gone, and they're like, oh, and then Sasha and Bayley have the belts, and then all four of them are in the ring with the belts. Oh, what a wonderful moment! Like I was like, yeah, that could happen. So now I don't think that's gonna happen, because winner takes all in that match at the end. Yeah. So for that reason, I think Bayley and Sasha are gonna lose the belts. They're the first time tag team champs, and they haven't really done much with the belts, other than say we'll defend them everywhere. And I don't think I've really seen. I think I've seen two like team on team matches with them, and that's it. So I think Beth and Natalya, like, why did Beth come back but to win the tag belt and add it to her list of accolades? And Natalya is like a hard worker, and I don't know how much longer Natalya is going to be with them in this way. I feel like maybe pretty soon, she might want to start a family and stuff too, right? And she would be a great trainer at their training facility, because pretty much she ends up she ends up training a lot of the women who come up anyway. So I think Beth Phoenix and Natalya is where I'm going to go with this one.
Okay, I'm torn too. Because on one hand, you don't want the first champions, let alone Sasha Banks and Bayley, to have a 2 pay-per-view title reign, one successful defense, and then they drop it. But on the other hand, like, Natalya was crying on Raw because the Hart Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see it like the Hart Foundation comes out to congratulate her.
Mm-hmm.
If they didn't get inducted,
maybe Edge and Brett, just the two of them.
Yeah,
Edge for Beth and Brett for Natalya. So you're agreeing with me?
I'll agree with you.
Okay.
But I don't think Banks and Bailey should have had the title if this was their plan the whole time.
I think they should have just like if what they should have done is every Monday and every Tuesday there should have been a team on team match where they're defending their belts. And then it would have been like, yeah, they've held the belts and they defended them so much and that sort of thing. And then they could have had them win at WrestleMania and I would be okay with it. It's the fact that they worked so hard to get these belts and it's not their fault, right? They're not the bookers. They just haven't done anything with them. So sometimes playing a little hot potato with the belts makes the belts relevant and interesting again.
Yeah.
So I think they need a little bit of hot potato to happen with the belt. Throw them on Beth and Natalya. They get some accolades. And then you can always throw them back on the Monday. You can throw them back at the next pay-per-view. You can have a short run for them and they can get them back. And then there's more interest in it.
This is what I see happening. They hold it till like Money in the Bank or until Saudi showed that we don't know if it's going to happen. They drop it to a heel team. Sasha and Bailey are underdogs. They get them back at SummerSlam.
Wouldn't it be great if Beth and Natalya win, and then when they go to Saudi Arabia, they fight like Trish Stratus and Lita or something, and they just have this match with all these wrestlers from back in the day.
It wouldn't be a good match. It'd be a good moment.
It'd be a good moment, yeah, and it would be.
It's like John Cena. Wait, it's not like John Cena versus Undertaker.
Yeah, so that's I don't know, something to consider. Okay, so we're in agreement for that one. All right, so now we got Shane McMahon and The Miz. Who are you thinking?
I'm torn a little bit on this too. So I felt like Miz was gonna win, but he won this week.
So you don't know, so I should go first.
I'm just gonna go with the Miz.
Okay.
I'll say the Miz wins.
I'm going with the money. My heart wants the Miz to win, but I think it's gonna be Shane McMahon. And I think he's gonna really hurt himself. I think there's gonna be some holy chance when he jumps off of something crazy.
Jumps off of a building.
Because it's Falls Count Anywhere. And because Shane McMahon used Sanity as bodyguards one night with some other teams, and then to fight The Miz on Tuesday, he could easily have paid off Sanity, because they were like henchmen now or something, to beat up The Miz backstage with him. Right?
Yeah.
And The Miz got such a strong win on Tuesday when he beat all three members. I don't know. I think because it's a Falls Count Anywhere match, Shane McMahon could win without The Miz looking weak. It doesn't mean he's the best wrestler in the world. He's just the best at jumping off high stuff on top of you in the world, and then ending up in emergency. So I'm going with Shane. We gotta have some heels win somewhere, right? So Shane's my pick.
I had Orton win.
Oh yeah, that's right. You had Orton in there. Okay, so now we got. Okay, so a match that we're not sure about: Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio. It's being released that Rey Mysterio hurt. I think it was his ankle, which is ironic because Kurt Angle's got the ankle lock. Maybe backstage Kurt got mad at Rey. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Obviously that didn't happen. But he's injured, so there's a story that he might not come out. So are they going to scrap the match? Are they going to pick a different opponent? If they pick a different opponent, who do you think it's going to be?
Kevin Owens.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So,
or Dominic.
Yeah, okay, so that's exactly what was about to come out of my mouth.
Actually.
Yeah, you stole my thunder.
You thought it, you're going to...
You stole my thunder, now it's raining. Okay, so Kevin Owens would be a great, throw him in, because, poor Kevin, he's, so good at everything they give him to do, and him and Samoa Joe would be, an awesome match.
Do what they did with Brock and Joe. Who cares about hardcore fans? Just a slugfest.
Yeah.
Joe goes for a suplex, but Kevin doesn't want to get up. Is it a botch? What's going on?
Yeah. So I think Samoa Joe could easily go in the ring, cut a promo saying, yeah, Ray's injured. He's really too scared to come out here, blah, blah, blah. And what would be great is if Dominic came out and called him out, like, why are you saying that stuff about my dad? And then everyone's going to think that Dominic is going to fight Samoa Joe, like the rumors on the internet are spreading. But instead, Dominic's like, I found someone to take my dad's spot. And then he calls up Kevin Owens. And then he could still be in Kevin Owens' corner, just like he would have been in his dad's corner. And they can still do whatever they wanted to do with Dominic in his dad's corner, except Kevin Owens in place there. And no one will think it's strange or weird because Kevin Owens' face now, apparently.
Yeah. So, I think Rey Mysterio is going to be there, though. I think they'd say he's not going to be there.
Maybe they'll both be ringside with Kevin Owens. Like, who knows? But I think Kevin Owens, I don't think that they're going to just throw Dominic in this match against Samoa Joe. Because, like, what are they going to do? They're going to have Dominic in there and he's going to lose? Like, they can't have Samoa Joe lose. They've already had Samoa Joe lose.
Joe's going to win this, I think.
Yeah, I think, if it's Kevin Owens. Okay, so if it's Rey Mysterio and he's not injured, I think Samoa Joe's going to rotate. If it's Kevin Owens, I think they're going to give him the belt. He was a great U.S. champion.
Not that good, actually.
I liked him because he's Canadian.
And
he
the
had,
new
like,
face of America.
Yeah, and he was, it was, I thought it was, maybe because we're Canadian, I just liked it a little bit too much. But yeah, I thought it was great.
Yeah,
and he's just so good. So Samoa Joe, if it's versus Ray, otherwise it's going to be Kevin Owens if he's the one that they sneak in there. And, you know, there are other people they could sneak in there. Cena doesn't have a match. Like, it could be Cena defending his buddy Ray.
Oh, gosh. John Cena buries another talent.
We'll see.
Well, I thought Joe was going to fight Cena before, and I made an very early prediction that Joe is going to beat Cena. So if Cena comes out, actually Cena's going to win.
I'm just excited to see what Cena's hair looks like now. I hope it's not the same.
JBL.
Hope not. All right, so next we got Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin.
Oh, Baron Corbin's gonna know he's not. Kurt Angle is gonna submit him in like 5 minutes.
Like let's just like whoever they're saying maybe it's not gonna be Baron Corbin.
It's gonna be Corbin.
He put that ankle lock on Baron Corbin at the end of Monday Night Raw, as if like if they decide, because they're last minute people right now. WWE doesn't really have long term plans. They kind of on the day decide things. I feel like they did that on purpose so they have an out. So if they do end up deciding to pull Baron Corbin from the card, they could use the fact that his ankle is hurting as an excuse. That's why I think they did it. But regardless, like Kurt's gonna win, whether it's Baron Corbin, whether they pull Baron Corbin and Cena pops in. It's like you gotta just let Kurt have the win, and it's gonna be really quick match. Because like when I watch Kurt Angle wrestle now, like, and I've said it to you when we watch him wrestle, and I know you don't like it, but it hurts me because I see him hurting. Like, it just looks like it's hard for him, and I see him hurting, and he just doesn't move the way he used to move. He doesn't even move the way he moved when he came back from getting in the Hall of Fame and
he fought Ronda. And
even last year, like the difference between last year and this year. So I feel like he's maybe cleared to wrestle, but I think he's definitely hurt, and he needs to stop.
He should have retired against Triple H, probably.
Yeah. So, all right. Speaking of Triple H, we got Triple H versus Batista next in a no holds barred match.
Segue.
No holds barred. Yeah. Almost as good as the backstage segues at WWE. Okay, so Triple H versus Batista. Who do you got?
Oh, I got Triple H, but I really want Batista to win.
I know, I have the same thing. I want Batista to win, but like Triple H is putting his in-ring career on the line.
And at the same time,
he's not gonna lose.
Him putting his career on the line is kind of the reason I'm having doubt. Because, like, we all know Stephanie's not going to be the next huge authority figure. Mm-hmm. Or, like, not authority, but behind the scenes. Vince McMahon, gorilla position person. He already is. So, like, this would be the best time to retire him. But it just hasn't happened.
Yeah, they're not.
It just hasn't had enough build up. Like if they built it up from last year.
Okay, let's just for a second think about what type of shape Shane McMahon is in and how good of a wrestler he is versus what type of shape Triple H is in and how good of a wrestler he is. There is no way Triple H should retire before Shane and then Shane keeps doing his shenanigan wrestling. Okay, like the way that they book these matches half the time, like Triple H doesn't have to do like back in the day 30-minute match. Like they're doing like 5-minute matches, 10-minute matches, right? Like they keep them short and sweet. He can keep wrestling longer even if, and it doesn't look like, I know he got hurt when they had the match with Shawn Michaels and stuff, but it doesn't, like he looks like he's in great shape and it doesn't look like he's hurting when he's wrestling.
He's Kratos.
So, yeah.
He's gonna dress
The
up
God
as
of War.
Kratos,
Yeah.
have a red line,
Oh, that'd be cool.
and Stephanie's gonna be that other person, the Witch of the Woods. Who says Atreus gonna be? That's the big question.
Oh, yeah. Shane McMahon. Okay, so Triple H and I'm just gonna call the finish. No holds barred. Sledgehammer.
I don't think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a really good pedigree to send, but it's not.
Pedigree onto a sledgehammer.
No, better. It's. I hope they do like a barbed wire.
Stephanie throws him the sledgehammer. She passes it.
How
to him.
did Batista beat Triple H? Oh yeah, he just beat him with the normal Batista bomb.
Do you think that Ric Flair is gonna show up in this match?
Yes, and
Yeah.
I think Randy Orton should show up. Not saying he's gonna, but he should.
Okay. All right. Okay, so then we got
Daniel Bryan versus Kofi.
Yeah, Daniel versus Kofi. Well,
Kofi Kingston.
yeah, me too. We should have done a 1, 2, 3 on that one. Kofi, like I think Kofi's gonna win. They just have to. Like they don't have a choice. If Kofi doesn't win, there's gonna be a riot.
They gotta have like CM Punk return.
And this match isn't last. If this match, because we know this match is not last. So if Kofi doesn't win, the fans are gonna be so mad. They're probably not gonna cheer and be into the rest of the show. It's happened before. Wasn't Daniel Bryan?
Royal Rumble.
Yeah, Royal Rumble.
Reigns
Yeah,
won.
right? So Royal Rumble, Daniel Bryan doesn't win the Rumble. They wanted him to win the Rumble. Roman Reigns wins. Rock comes out. They don't care. They're booing. Like it's gonna happen. I think they have to put it on Kofi.
They're gonna need CM Punk to GTS to Daniel Bryan out of nowhere.
Yeah. Okay, so and there's no like special things on here, Kofi. It'll be interesting to see Kofi's entrance. Probably he'll enter with the New Day and then they'll leave, or they'll at least start at the ramp with him because the New Day always have really fun costume design kind of entrance things. So yeah, so it'll be interesting. So I can't wait to see that one.
He should be Broly since they're both.
That would be pretty cool if he was Broly. But he'd have to ask No Way Jose if he could borrow his green hair.
He doesn't have that green of hair now.
No, but I'm just trying to be funny. All right, Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins.
3, 2, 1. Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, we said it. Yeah, before Roman Reigns came back, I would have picked Seth. But now because spoiler alert, I'm gonna pick Becky and I'm picking Kofi. They can't do like the faces. Wait, I don't think they can do those 3.
Why did you have to spoil it? It's the
Well,
next match.
I know, but I'm just saying like this is my reasoning why. So I think they're gonna let Brock keep it, and then they're gonna put it on Roman later. And like it's not that hot of a feud. Like it's got build up, and they're like, but every time Brock fights someone, AJ, Finn, like whoever it is, Daniel Bryan, like there's always the same amount and the same type of build up. So I think like when he fights Roman finally, there will be more build up because there's more history.
I feel like Roman's gonna win Money in the Bank and cash it in on him, and everybody's gonna be mad because it's a waste.
That would be cool. Okay, and then the last match, Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair. I think Becky's gonna come out with both titles. I think that's
3,
a no-brainer. 2,
1.
Becky Lynch. And I think it's going to be a fantastic way to end the WrestleMania, and I think everyone's just going to go nuts. should be good. There's no stipulations on those 3 matches, so they're hopefully going to be clean. But we'll see. Maybe there'll be some interference. Maybe Ronda Rousey's husband, I'm sure, is going to be there. Maybe he's going to get.
And then Ric Flair versus Ronda Rousey's husband.
No, Kurt Angle, Ric Flair, they're not allowed to wrestle anymore.
Okay. I'm just gonna say the second most likely person to win, even though there's 3. I think Ronda Rousey's the second most likely.
Yeah.
I thought you'd say Charlotte.
No, I think so too. Okay, so like things that aren't on the card, there's no SmackDown. Oh no, the SmackDown tag match, we forgot that one on our card. So there's SmackDown, they added that. The Usos versus Ricochet and Aleister Black versus The Bar versus Rusev and Shinsuke. Who do you think's gonna win? 1, 2, 3. Usos. Oh, we disagree. You think Ricochet and Aleister Black are gonna win?
Yeah.
Wow, really? I don't think so.
I think so.
I think they could still keep them looking strong and good. I don't think they should be a tag team. I think they should be individual wrestlers, and I think they need to like let them be separate wrestlers. They don't even enter together. It's so weird to me when a tag team doesn't enter. Maybe I'm like old school. I know I'm old, but I'm a little old school like that. I like the tag team to enter together, and if they enter a little bit separate, I don't mind. Like one walks out, and then so kind of like now the Bar kind of come out together, but like before it used to be like one person at the Bar, the second, and then they walk to the ring together. That's what Sasha Banks and Bailey do right now, right? One comes out, then the other one comes out.
Well, Bailey just steals her flair.
Yeah, but sometimes it's Sasha Banks' music, sometimes it's Bailey's music second. Like
but I get why.
Yeah.
You don't want Aleister Black coming out to Ricochet's theme song.
Yeah, and Ricochet coming out to Aleister's Black, they're so different, right? And how are you going to mix that together? I don't know. Maybe
like,
that's why they have the thunder happening with
Ricochet come in the coffin and just rise up.
Maybe he pushes it. Maybe he rolls the coffin and opens it. Like I don't know. But so I think the Usos are going to retain. I feel like they just kind of threw this match in there because they wanted to have these wrestlers in WrestleMania. Now the question is, why is there no Raw tag match with the Revival? I feel like something with the Revival is going to pop up on the pre-show.
I feel like Heavy Machinery is going to win the titles from them.
Ooh! Why you gotta hurt my Revival like that? With no build-up or anything.
Since when do you like the Revival?
I like them as like a wrestling team. I think they're a great wrestling team, and I feel bad that they got the belts and they still haven't had a proper entrance and a feud, really. Like they've kind of had a feud with Aleister Black and Ricochet, but I don't feel like they've gotten to be the champions that they should be allowed to be.
You know what? My mind just went backtrack. I feel like the original plan was DIY versus the Revival.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I, like, like maybe they'll pre-show them with someone. I don't know.
Okay. So.
And then the Undertaker. I don't know if he's gonna show up, and if he shows up, what's he gonna do?
I got 2 pictures. So the Elias concert. He plays his music. John Cena comes out. And remember that trumpet entrance, like do 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 do. I'd laugh my head off if he came out to that.
Oh boy!
And then Elias is like, "You want to hear my song?" And then his song plays, or like the Undertaker comes out and beats him really quick. Cena's gonna fight someone. They said he was gonna fight Ambrose, though. Like,
I heard Hulk Hogan's gonna be there.
John Cena versus Hulk Hogan in a 20-second.
I don't know if he's gonna wrestle. I think maybe something with our what's her name, Alexa Bliss, because she's right. Or maybe Hulk Hogan will do something with our musical guest. Like, I don't know. But I heard Hogan's going to be there. And then, like, because the Hall of Fame's the night before, all of them will be there. We'll see.
Oh, Triple H special entrance prediction. Your turn.
Yeah, I don't really... I'm not really into Triple H's
Okay.
entrances. But you already said God of War.
Yeah, but I got another one.
Okay.
He rides a giant lion with his crown on, and then NXT talent, I'll just say, Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler take his crown off, and then he kills an animal or something.
Maybe he should dress up like Thanos. Really, like, make Batista mad.
Batista as Drax. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Like the Guardian.
Okay, we're getting way off topic now.
Okay.
Okay, so that was great. Those were our predictions. Hope you enjoyed listening to them.
Yep.
We'll keep track and see who wins, and the loser's just the loser, and the winner's just the winner.
I'm just gonna think if there's any other match that'll likely be added.
I don't think we have time to think. I think it's time to say goodbye.
Goodbye, YouTube.
It was nice chatting with you, YouTube.
Yep. I'll see you soon. I might do a WrestleMania review. We'll see if Pile Driver does.
Yeah, and we might do NXT predictions.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Later.
Okay. Alligators.